Welcome to Life with Jennifer, my viewers and my subscriber. I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. And yes, my viewers and my subscriber, we're going to look into this today. What corruption does to a country is to keep the people in poverty while they garner wealth for themselves. That's what governments does. And you can see it among us in our society. People we're even seeing accumulating stuff, not getting it by working, by the sweat of their brow. The Bible says by the sweat of your brow you eat bread. And then we have our leaders who are corrupt. You find that it trickles down. The youth, them the one place on the corner and them I say, boy, I saw the man deal with the thing, you know. Here why youth, we can deal with the thing so and get ourselves rich. So by you look, everybody start flash. Nobody no want to work for what them forget. Because we live in a corrupt environment. And if you are not careful, the whole of everyone will get corrupt. So I'm going to take you into this clip and make you listen to what the definition of corruption is all about. Take a listen to this.
Disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society. Corruption is a vile...
So you hear, so you can see it in our Jamaican parliament, corruption. Corruption from the speaker chair. Corruption from the prime minister. Corruption from the minister of health. Corruption from the minister of agriculture. You see it in an election, all kind of fertilizer distribute all over the place. Corruption with the transport minister Darrell Valls. You see it in the election. You see all of the vote buying and all long they up in a line and people are get money. You see where the corruption is? The corruption I buy vote and all of them something. Are them thing a corruption in the people? And you never know. A corruption them. And you see where the other minister procurement and them a collect rent for and no tenant in it. It's corruption. If you never understand it, for no. And the people who embrace it and say they will give them life and kill for it, it's corruption. You're going to give your life for and you're going to kill somebody else for corruption. Does corruption worth it? Take a look in yourself and what you know say and what you know do. Does it really worth it? And it's so much of that it because the whole system in the government corrupt. And then you find, when I tell you stuff on it can like everywhere you go, I same thing. The bank, the hospital, everything corrupt, my people. So tell me what you think, man. Tell me what you think. How we seen the corruption being overflow from the head straight down? Leave your views, leave your comment, and the conversation continue. I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And turn on that notification bell. So when I go live or upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'll catch you next time.